Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Sorry, I just like moved towards the computer. I'm sorry if I sound a little sick. I'm doing my best. Just stand up. Plowing through. If you're new, hi, my name's Lauren, and I do a monthly live stream, hopefully on the end of the last day of the month. So actually doing this today, go me, where I just kind of talk about my month. So that's what you're here for. So let's do it. And 3 people are watching, so that's cool. Hey guys, whoever you are. So this month has been crazy. I'm so happy it's ended on fall break because this semester is just like, oh my goodness. So the first day was already cool though because I had my retreat. I don't know why I said it like that. My retreat for DKA. And the past 2 semesters we went to the Poconos, but for some reason this semester we couldn't get that house. So we went to Edison, New Jersey. Good old Edison. And so we weren't in the middle of nowhere, but that was kind of nice because it kind of got like dark and spooky driving to Stroudsburg last time. And this time we were on like a nice highway and it was well lit the whole way through. And we still went to like a campsite. So it wasn't like we were right next to everyone and it was still a good time. So it was nice to kind of start the month off on a high note with a bunch of people that I like spending time with before the real crunch time of the semester got started. But still, even once I got back, like on the 4th, I saw The Irishman at the Ritz, and I had to like get myself there, but we had to see a free screening through Temple, and it is now like on Netflix, and you should see it. It was so good. If you like anything like mafia, Italian mafia related, like you will love it. It is really long. It was like I think it's about 3.5 hours. But it went by so fast. It was not 3.5 hours where I kept like checking my watch. I think the only time I checked my watch was because my stomach growled really big and I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it or if I needed to like book out, buy some popcorn and come back in. Spoiler, I did make it through, but I don't want to spoil anything about the movie because I want you to watch it. But it was really good. Probably the only phenomenal film that I could think of that I saw this month because I saw movies for my film class. I did see a movie last night to jump to the end of the month that I've never seen before, and it was kind of weird. The Thomas Crown Affair. It was good. My dad always picks a good movie for a family movie night, but it was strange. It was like a weird, almost heist movie, and I guess it had a heist in it, but the heist, usually in a heist movie, I feel like the heist is the whole movie, whereas this kind of happened like all at once, and then you had to like figure out. I can't explain it. You just have to check it out for yourself if you're interested. But going back to the beginning of the month. So, well, you may or may not know, but I always do try to go to the football games to support. I like football. I'm a tutor, and so I, interact with a bunch of student athletes now. So I went to the first women's basketball game of the season, and I didn't actually go to any women's basketball games last year. I went to some of the men's games, and I was a little bit annoyed because the women play in like Pearson Hall instead of Lilly Caris Center if the men need it. And I think I know that more crowds came out to the men, but also because they were playing kind of on the same night, a couple hours apart. But I still feel like the women should have deserved to play in the Lilly Caris Center just like the men. I don't know. Like I don't like maybe the schools think of the men bring in more money, but I just don't think it's fair that the women play in like this small side little room and get like no real promotion about it versus they're like, oh, the first men's basketball game in the Caris Center. So that just upset me. But the women killed it. They won. They got like I think over 76 points because then Qdoba made something that if you showed your ticket, you could get a free whatever. I didn't go, but they did get enough points, and I was very proud of the team. I was like, yes. I was supposed to go with my friend, but she had to dip, but I still went because I wanted to support, and I'm happy I went. It was loud, but it wasn't as loud as like the men's game probably would have been. So I didn't need to worry about not having my earplugs with me. All right, let's see. Sorry if I look down. I'm like checking my list because I made a list so I don't forget what I did this month. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I sound gross. I should drink some water, but I don't have any water with me. So the other like pretty cool thing I think that happened this month was I was a Philadelphia Asian American Film Festival, and we got an email about it on the film listserv to volunteer. And I don't have classes on Friday, so I thought that'd be a great way to do something with my day, learn more about the film community, and I thought it'd just be cool. So I signed up to volunteer for 2 shifts. One was at the Institute of Contemporary Art, and the next week I was at the Asian Arts Initiative. And it was so cool. I mean, the first day, it was a pretty small event. So like I helped check in. So I helped people check in. It was like a greeter. It was like, hey, pointed out where the check-in table was, pointed out where the restrooms were, that kind of thing. But it was just really cool. I really wish I could volunteer at more film events or just go to more festivals because there's so many interesting, unique films out there that I would love to be able to watch. And I just either don't know about them or don't feel like I have the time to do something about it. But because I volunteered to do this, I committed to do it. I wasn't going to not go. And I'm so happy I went because we got a free like comp ticket to another event in the festival. And when I was at the Institute of Contemporary Art, this guy Chuck was there and he was promoting his film like Dragon Masters: A Cultural Odyssey, and the poster just looked really cool. And it was the same night as the other one, and it was at the same place. So it's like, oh, cool! So I can volunteer. I mean, I can see this first, and then I can volunteer after the film. So I got my ticket for that, and it was so good. I was blown away by the dragons and everything. I don't know that much about the dragon, actually. Like, I didn't really think about it. I didn't think that I didn't know stuff. I just never crossed my occurred to me. And it was so cool to learn about the history and also, yes, festivals. Sorry, comment. And it was just so cool to learn about the different types of dragons. I felt really stupid for never realizing that they're like the dragons look different like in different parts of the world, and also just learning about how it's not only do you learn the dragon dance, but you learn all these values and all this cultural appreciation. And I was just so happy that I took the time to see this film, and I got to talk to some filmmakers and hear about like their films and how they got up to it. And I just honestly, it makes me so excited because I really want to volunteer again next year or try to volunteer at other stuff because I don't know, like that's just a part of the process. I know that when I'm making films, I mean, probably won't be doing anything in the Philly Asian American Film Festival, but I know that I'm gonna have to send stuff out to festivals or at least go and see what other people are making because, like, I don't want to just make films. I want to appreciate other people's stuff. So that was really cool. 2 great ways to spend 4 hours twice. I literally cannot remember anything. I think it's because I'm sick. Sorry. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I can't remember. I was on set again, not for my film first, but for one of my friends doing like an episodic series in a high school. Sorry. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, I'm back in a high school. But this was a cool high school. It had like really nice design rooms, had like a culinary institute. It was really like more of like, I guess, a tech high school type thing, unlike my high school. And the lockers were small, but the hallways were wide. So that's nice because I remember in high school, I was like trying to book it through people and people would just like stop in the middle of the hallways and I was not happy. The great thing about college is people don't stop in the middle of the hallway because there's so many buildings that were also like squished into one thing. And I just liked being on set. I was just a PA for this one, so it was pretty low stress. I just like helped carry equipment and like carried messages around, but it was fun. And then I did shoot my own final film, which was kind of stressful because we were using the Bolex and I was trying to get it before the light because the human eye might be able to see stuff and maybe a digital camera I can see it, but like the Bolex is old. So it needs a lot of light. So I'm just looking like we're trying to shoot in this outdoor garden and I'm just watching the sun like sink down into the sky and I'm seeing the light meter like telling me I need to open the camera like wider and I literally can't do it. So fingers crossed that it's not all totally underexposed when it gets back because it was really cool. My actress came from New York. I always feel fancy when I have an actress come or anyone come from backstage just because it's cool and I like setting up little video auditions. I think it went pretty well. I was supposed to have someone help out, but then he was sick, and busy. So it's just me, and that's how I hurt my wrist. But if it turns out well, it'll be totally worth it. I mean, probably not really, but I'll think it will be. If it doesn't work out, then I gotta go to my professor and be like, hey, something like really messed up. What can I possibly do for my final? I know part of it is the pre-production process, and I do have obviously like the script, the storyboard, and everything. So I prove that I planned for it. I just, well, just gotta wait and see. What else? Oh yeah, I met with my new therapist this month. She seems really nice. I'm seeing her again next week. Yay for therapy. Help with my stresses and woes and everything like that. Of course, soon I'll be going back home again because I'm literally going back home on the 14th of December. But, you just got to start somewhere. So, we try. At least I'm happy that I found someone that I can see a temple at least through the end of February, I think, because earlier in the year when I went, they saw me pretty much all last year, and they don't really have time for that to see me again because it's not for like long-term periods of time. But she's like some kind of trainee resident something, so she needs hours, and I'm more than happy to be those hours for her. So yay for me, and for her, it's a win-win. And then, of course, the best part of November really probably is the fall break, which has been this last week so far. I came home on Friday because I had to saw the chiropractor Saturday morning. I had work, annoyingly, Friday evening at 5, and I have work tomorrow at 5:30 because for some reason they're like, "Oh, this is a great time because no one has anything to do." What can you do? At least I'm getting paid for it. That's what I'm telling myself, that I'm getting paid. But this has been really fun because after the chiropractor, we went to the Bronx Zoo, saw the lights. Maybe you watched a video, maybe you didn't. But if you didn't, if you like the Bronx Zoo at all, or like holiday lights, I made a very long video about it, but you can jump around to the parts you like. I just love the zoo. I love animals. We went to the Turtleback Zoo twice. Once just me and my mom, and then when my sister came home and she brought a friend over from school because he lives in California, we went back to the Turtleback Zoo. And it's just been really nice to see some of my friends and just see my family, try to relax. I do have a ton of homework because pretty much every teacher's like, "Oh, you'll have so much time over break to do my work." That is just not the case. But I have been doing work, trying to relax, dealing with going to the neurologist, various appointments. I feel like every break is just time to see appointments with people that you can't see at school, but what can you do? And then, of course, there was the actual Thanksgiving part of the Thanksgiving break, which was really nice. I love my matzo ball soup and my noodle pudding, and of course, seeing like my family. But the food, I was very excited about. And Black Friday, it's just been a really crazy week. It went by so fast. I can't believe it's already Saturday evening. I was in New York City today because Nicole's friend had never seen the city, which is crazy. It's my favorite city. Hopefully hanging out with, well, hopefully I'm seeing my other friend tonight, so that's good. And then tomorrow I'm already going back to Philly, back to the grind of all my work to do. So that's kind of gross, but I am excited to see my friends, finish up the semester, hopefully finish strong. Probably will still be sick, but maybe, I mean, I'm trying to not be sick, but also I went into the city today, so whatever. This was a really strange video. I think it's because I'm dying low-key. Anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't subscribed, comment how your November was. I don't know why I'm doing this. I've watched too much Luke Alexander, I believe. And I will see you guys for Vlogmas. Yeah. Hope you're having a great Saturday evening, and I will see you next time. Bye!